Buena gente, hoy vamos a continuar con la última parte de Jarilo-VI de Honkai Star Rail con la misión Trazacaminos antes de ir a la siguiente etapa. Así que bueno, obviamente verán acá que ahora soy nivel 25 del nivel Trazacaminos para poder seguir haciendo la misión. Pero ¿qué pasa? Estuve juntando pero muchos deseos. Así que vamos a estar tirando multis. Miren, tengo 22 deseos promocionales y 17 deseos normales. Yo diría que empecemos con los deseos normales a ver qué me toca, porque bueno, no va a pasar nada. Así que vamos a tocar con los primeros deseos. Con los primeros 10 deseos comunes. A ver qué me toca. ¡Ojo! Miren, tengo 981, voy a comprar más. Así que, con todo lo que estoy jugando, o sale Kafka o sale Black Swan. Acá está. 6 más, ok. Así que tendríamos en total 28, ok. Bueno, a ver si está grabando mi voz. Sí se está grabando mi voz. Vamos a tirar los primeros 10 deseos comunes. ¿Es? ¡Salió legendario! ¡Ojo! ¡Vamos! En los comunes, ojo, porque yo estaba escuchando la música hace pi, 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 y no sabía si era color eso, pero bueno. Nos tocó un legendario. ¿Será un cono de luz o será un personaje? Así que bueno, empezamos. Bueno, tenemos un cono de luz para Erta. A ver, ¿qué es? ¿Qué es? ¡Ojo! ¡Bien! ¡Welt! Tenía ganas de probar a Welt. La verdad que está muy... se ve muy bueno. Como se ve. Y las habilidades. Así que Welt, bien. Aunque bueno, ya tengo del pacto de la imaginación, que es Luocha. Que es actualmente mi soporte. Y la verdad, bueno. Ahí se reinicia a 0 de nuevo. Así que bueno. Vamos 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bien, 6. Y bueno, tenemos a Welt. Ah, no tengo... Bueno, vamos a tener que tirar de a 1. A ver. No. ¡Basta, Natalia! ¡Basta, Natalia! En cualquier momento te haré C6. Ay, Dios mío, Natalia, no me parecería estar en la sopa. ¿No? Ahí está Natalia, busco hogar, 8. Nada. 9. Nada. No, porque hizo como una especie de... 10 de 90. Nada. 11 de 90. Nada. Y 12 de 90. Nada. Bueno. A ver. Y ahora tengo miedo de tirar con él. La verdad estoy un poquito cagado con el tema de tirar sobre... Si tirar o no sobre los promocionales. Pero a ver, vamos a personajes. Porque bueno, vamos primero con Natalia, que miren. Ahora soy... ¡Es 5 Natalia! ¡Es 5! Ay, Dios. Y me falta la Natalia en pelotas, que es la E6. Pero bueno. Y vamos a levelear a Welt. Creo que se me acabaron los... A ver si mejoramos. ¿Tengo un cono de luz? No, no tengo cono de luz. Ok, le rogué a Pela. Y... era mejorar. No tengo. Tengo que levelearlo a Welt. La verdad que estoy cagado porque también quiero a Black Swan. Pero Kafka es buena, así que bueno. Vamos a tirar de a 10. A ver que sabe que lo quiero. ¿Es legendario? No es legendario. Es épico, obviamente. No, 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 no. ¡Natalia! ¡Ay! No tengo a Topas. Conciencia. Es un buen cono de luz para Topas. Topas y Numbi. A ver ahora. ¡Ojo! ¡No! ¡Ay! ¡Que estoy con los nervios! No lo voy a saltar. Obviamente épico. Bueno, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Y al fin me tocó Hook. En la anterior cuenta, en la Smurf, me tocó 2 veces Hook. Al fin tengo a Hook. ¡Y Sampo! ¡Bien! 2 personajes seguidos. Así que tengo a Hook y a Sampo. Y justamente a Sampo tengo un cono de luz de él. Así que a ver, vamos a ir a logros. Logros me tocó, a ver. Obtén 20 personajes. Ah, mira, me spoileó que va a sacar un personaje. Personajes, a ver. Hook y Sampo. Lamentablemente, a ver, cono de luz. Tenía... Ah, tiene ella. Justamente. Y ahora que le voy a equipar a y Hook, a ver, Hook. Lo tengo en Estel, pero bueno, tengo otros de estos. Así que bueno. Y bueno, a ver, ¿cuántos deseos voy? ¡Ay, mosca! ¡Mosquito! Porque recién tiré 20. Me estaba arriesgando por si me salía Kafka o... Bueno, a ver, hoy es 21, ¿no? No, hoy es 23, así que bueno, vamos. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 32, 52. Me estoy arriesgando. Más los 3 deseos que tiré después de Luocha, 55 voy. Así que... ¿Sigo tirando por Kafka? No sé, tengo miedo. Tengo miedo, Porque también quiero a Black Swan. Ay, decisiones, loco, decisiones. Compensas canjeables. Tengo 48. Quiero juntar para el cono de luz de Broña. Ahora, ya no me interesa comprar los de estos. Y el Ascuas, bueno. No te saca cuenta, no me alcanza este. Quiero comprar uno de estos. Y esto se reinicia en 8 días. Vamos a tirar de una, a ver si sale. No. No. No, no hizo brillo. No hizo brillo. No hizo brillo. Me quedan 3. No hizo brillo. 2. No. Y el último. Sale Kafka. No. Y me falta 1 o 2 para el personaje. A ver. ¿Está grabando? Sí, está grabando. Pero bueno, lo que podemos hacer es... no perdamos más tiempo. Vamos a empezar... Bueno, me llevo un Welt. Pero ¿para qué? A ver, quiero ver qué es Welt. Es destrucción, ¿no? O cazador. No, nihilidad. Que es como... Cerval, ¿no? No, erudición. Entonces nihilidad es... Implica estados negativos a los enemigos para reducir capacidad de combate y sus ventajas. Ah, aplica debuffos. Después Sampo también. Hook es destrucción, que es... Combinación de daño y capacidad de supervivencia. Bueno, vamos a continuar con la parte final. ¿Qué están listos? Ya. Ya te tengo a vos, Sampo. Hasta tu cono de luz. Así que bueno. Vamos a continuar con el modo historia.
Well, my friends, are you ready to head out? Ask away, my friend. I have all the answers you seek.
A ver. Gepard.
What else is there to say? You know him as well as I do. He's an upstanding guy, as well as young, handsome, and charming in his lack of charm. But to be honest, I'm not very close to him. After all, he's an officer and I'm the opposite. Oh, she's quite extraordinary. The renowned rebellious Landau girl. She once had a bright future, but after getting on her leader's bad side, she lost her job. She ended up opening a workshop and playing underground music.
¡A la verga! No sabía eso.
I heard that her old man was furious and that only a few younger siblings are still in contact with her. I used to go to her sometimes when I had any mechanical problems above ground, but for various reasons, I don't visit her workshop much anymore.
¿Qué hizo? ¿Fragua?
It's a passage connecting the underworld and the overworld, a big stone spiral stairway. You know, I don't understand the architect's obsession with making these steps when there is such advanced technology available. Wouldn't an elevator have been better? It's easier for you youngsters. For this old guy, the steps of the furnace core are a nightmare on the knees.
De Sampo.
You haven't heard enough about me, huh? All right. My name is Sampo Kasi. I'm a businessman who stands up for justice in his free time. And no, I don't have it in for you. Well, my friends, are you ready to... What's the matter? Got too attached to the underground? Go ahead, I'll be waiting here.
Sí, porque bueno, tenía Cele.
You ready yet? If you want to keep wasting time, I'll just go on ahead by myself. What? Still something you want to talk about?
¿Qué dijo, Bruno?
Not much. We just chatted a bit.
Pasemos específico.
It really isn't worth going into. I promised her that I would help her rebuild the connection between the overworld and the underworld. That's all.
Me la quiero No, mentira.
I didn't really give it much thought. But traveling with you bunch does always lead to unexpected surprises. Hardy combat and exciting adventures. Not bad. I certainly don't hate it.
¿Ya te despediste todo el mundo?
Of course. You didn't see the look on Joshua's face. He could barely hold back his tears. Chief Oleg. He didn't say much, but I know he's not the kind to wear his heart on his sleeve.
Que no te preocupes que esté al lado tuyo.
It was my choice to go up, and Natasha supported my decision. Besides, you could use another person who can fight, right?
No tengo una pregunta.
All right, then let's cut the chat and move out.
Y Oleg.
Ah, young lady, I wanted to see you off, but you know how things are here in the underground. Solve one problem, and 3 more take its place.
Ah, básicamente mi vida.
Something you wanted to ask?
Otro segundo.
Natasha trusts me. In her eyes, an ex-military officer was more suited to be the leader of the organization than a doctor. But the most important thing a leader needs is a strong heart. An ability to unite everyone toward a common cause. In that respect, no one in the underground comes close to her.
Uy, que ustedes dos son premios de
I was actually once an officer of the Silver Main Guards. After being discharged due to an injury, I followed my old lady here to the underworld, where I plan to retire. But as things would have it, I ended up busier than ever. Do I miss it? If you're talking about the time with my comrades in arms, of course. But other than that, I don't really prefer it over life in the underworld.
Que ahora llamar a partida.
Wildfire's already made it through its darkest days. With Natasha's leadership, we have the confidence to lead the Underworlders to a brighter future.
Tan líder que ahora la tengo E5.
And much of that is thanks to all of you. Fortunately, Svarog turned out to have some useful information for you. After all your hard work, I'd feel quite guilty if you left empty-handed. Well, you still have a long journey ahead. I have no doubt our paths will cross again one day. Till we meet again, friends of Wildfire.
Bueno, vamos, Sampo.
Well, my friends, are you ready to head out? Wonderful. Remember to bring enough food and drink to refuel on the way. We have a lot of steps to climb.
Ok, vamos, Sampo.
Mother, I have returned.
Rania, I thought I'd lost you. Where were you? Are you hurt? I'll fetch the...
No, there's no need. I don't want to see Sebas right now. Sorry, Mother.
A Sebas, a Sebastián.
I'm fine, really. I just got into a few skirmishes down in the underworld, but nothing I couldn't handle.
The underworld. Oh, in that case, report everything you saw. Commander, Brownia.
After the failed pursuit at Backwater Pass, the wanted outsiders and I were somehow taken to the underworld. Because of the difficult situation we were in, we formed a temporary alliance to help the residents of the underworld resolve a few issues of survival. We also defeated an ancient robot known as Svarog and learned some truths about the Estelaron.
No apunta a nadie.
I'm listening. Go on.
Madam Cacolia, it is my firm belief that the visitors from beyond the sky are not the villains we had imagined before. I witnessed them take up arms in the name of justice and risk their lives for the sake of others. I can also ascertain that they did come for the Estelaron, but only to relieve the disaster it has brought upon Belobog. Mother, you've always known the truth about the Estelaron, haven't you? Well, the responsibility of bearing that truth will fall upon me one day. Such is the burden of being guardian, to carry these secrets for eternity. So, I ask you to forgive my defiance, son. I believe that the order to dispatch the outsiders was a mistake. To solve the problems brought on by the Estelaron, the architects waited hundreds of years. And those outsiders may be the...
Enough! Arrogant. Ignorant. Oh, you disappoint me, Branya. You merely glimpsed the tip of the iceberg, and now you think you know everything. You spend a short time with that underworld scum, and suddenly you have the audacity to question my orders? Guards! Take Branya.
They are not scum. My entire life. Everything you ever kept from me. I remember it clearly now. This time I'm standing my ground, Madam Guardian. And please, stop dismissing me with vague excuses. Tell me what you have seen. What exactly it is you are hiding. Why do you send the Silvermane guards to die in the Fragmentum? Why have you abandoned the people of the underworld? And why? Why did you have that sudden change of mind?
I see. I knew this moment would come sooner or later. I just didn't expect it would be so soon. You want to know why I gave those orders? Is that right? Do you believe you're ready to learn the truth?
Yes. I am ready.
Then come with me, Branya. It is time you heard it. The voice of this dying world.
Se está volviendo más turbio.
Ah, we're finally back. I forgot what fresh air tastes
No nos falta alguien.
No.
Where's Sampo?
Nope. Next question. Where's our next stop? We should find somewhere to put our feet up. As long as it's not Goethe Hotel again.
Classic unreliable Sampo. He probably guessed we'd ask where his hiding place was. No sooner are we back in the administrative district than he sneaks off.
Vamos a ir a resaltar.
Where's your sense of loyalty? That would be nice, though. Don Hung, what do you think?
I think it'd be best to pay a visit to Serval Landau.
So, you think we should avoid Japard for the time being?
He's an elite officer of the Silvermane Guards. It wouldn't be easy to get to him. Besides, if he hasn't been persuaded by Branya's letter, we'd be walking right into the lion's den.
Ok.
Makes sense. Guess we better head over to Serval's workshop then?
But we must keep a low profile. We're still wanted fugitives.
What's wrong, Zila?
Nothing. It's just a little new. The last time I was on the surface, I was still a child. I have no memory of any of this. The overworld and the underworld. We've been cut off for so long.
No salen.
I'm okay. Let's go.
Y por un
There are so
rato.
many Silvermane guards on patrol. Is it usually like this?
No. I don't remember the security being this tight last time. It might have something to do with us. The Supreme Guardian has probably learned of our arrival already. Branya.
Ok. Bueno. Acá estamos. Ya empezamos con la misión. No sé si tenemos que evitarlos. O no pasa nada. No, creo que no pasa nada. Como sabrán, todavía me falta un cofre. No sé dónde conseguirlo. ¿Esto qué es? Iba a aparecer amigo en esto de la misión semanal. Bueno, vamos a conservar. Les digo la verdad. Sé que son los primeros niveles, pero Serval en el último universo simulado me salvó la vida. Larga historia.
I remember the three outsiders. Wait, why are you still strolling around the city? Do you know the Silvermane guards are looking all over for you? Quick, act natural and get inside. Don't get spotted.
Y pensá que tengo a Gempar y a Broña en mi equipo.
All right, you'll be safe here. My workshop has pretty good soundproofing and barely anyone comes in. Just what crime did you commit exactly? They recalled a bunch of guards from the front line to track you down. It's unprecedented. Now they're patrolling the whole city and everyone's in a panic.
Oh, we just...
Not yet, March. Branya said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me completely? Good. That's smart of you. But you needn't worry. Kokolia and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I refuse to stand with her. I don't believe you guys would do anything bad. And the Architects are gonna need conclusive and publicly available evidence for me to think otherwise. Besides, I know the Architects, and if they did have any evidence, they would have released it by now. I know Kokolia's style. Get everyone into a frenzy first. Most people in a frenzy don't stop to ponder the details.
¿Cuál es el código?
You could say that. We were like sisters once, inseparable. Of course, that was all before she became the Supreme Guardian. These days, I just spend my time fixing things in this workshop and playing music. It's a pretty carefree existence. If I'm not careful, I'll start boring you all with sob stories from the past. Let's get back to you guys.
If long-lost Branya told you to come here, you must have something important to tell me. You can trust me. I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people. And I've got good intuition, by the way.
Ok. Es una victoria, pero se puede abreviar.
Ooh, I'm the best storyteller. Let me.
Perhaps I should do it. Or we'll still be here tomorrow.
Le cuentas acerca de tu estancia al bajo mundo y lo que sabes de Estelaron. También le das la carta de Broña. La carta de Broña.
So that's what's been happening. No wonder we hadn't heard from Branya recently. After all these years in isolation and without a single word from below, this is what's become of the underworld? I believe you. There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Seela here as living proof. As for the Estelaron, I know why Branya got you to find me. When I was still one of the architects working in the scientific research division, I was researching the Estelaron. I never thought I'd hear that word again after being expelled by the architects. Come on, I'll tell you everything.
Arma y herramientas, sí. A ver si hay algo para revisar, algo. La puerta, engranaje enorme. No, bueno. Vamos a hablar selva.
Only a very few people in Belobog know of the existence of the Estelaron. Those that do would never associate it with the Fragmentum or Eternal Freeze. But according to the data recorded in that robot, Svarog, the architects dug out the truth long ago. The research results were purposely hidden away to ensure that the outside world would never know of them. Just my luck. Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Estelaron. It's clear now that anyone who wanted to get closer to the truth would have been expelled or abandoned.
A la verga.
Maybe I should be thanking Cocolia. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more permanent measure.
Ok. ¿Cuánto sabe el Estelaron?
I figured out that the Estelaron and the Fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth. It's a shame that the architects ejected me before I could discover that the source of the Fragmentum was the Estelaron itself. Before I lost my position, I was applying for permission to survey the Estelaron directly. It was my research topic, but I'd never even set eyes on it. My research was all based on historical data and lab simulations. Not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application, I received my punishment. It was obvious that somebody didn't want my research to continue.
¿Sabe cuál es el objetivo de Cocolio?
Cocolia... It's been so many years since we last spoke. We were great friends once. There was nothing we wouldn't share. She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once held, her enthusiasm... It was like they were drawn out of her by some
Y vamos de acuerdo con.
mysterious force.
Vamos de acuerdo con misteriosa fuerza.
She gave the order to expel me herself and refused to see me. I never understood that behavior, and I gave up trying to use logic to work it out a long time ago. Sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible? Perhaps there's a single guardian consciousness that gets handed down from generation to generation, and the real Cocolia has already vanished. Is she being compelled by previous generations of guardians to make such baffling decisions? Who knows? But this might make for good songwriting material.
Qué bien, tenemos una Taylor Swift en Honkai, está rey. Ahora que. Nada más que ella toca rock. Podemos hablar de qué parte.
Japard? Not a chance. He's a decent guy, but also famously uncompromising. For my brother, orders are more important than anything. Even if you stuck Bronya's letter to his forehead, he wouldn't be swayed. You need to choose your words carefully if you want to persuade him of something. It might be best if I talk to him. Though, I'd need a strategy first. Yes. I never observed it directly, but I used lab simulations and outbound surveys to establish a rough location. According to the survey results, the Estelaron is likely to the north of Belobog, somewhere in the vast snow plains.
We must locate it as soon as possible, ideally before Kokolia takes action. Can you tell us the way?
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing. But I'm afraid telling you might not be enough.
Okay.
The area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the Fragmentum. If you want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need to get past the Silvermane Guard restricted zone on the front lines first.
Okay.
Even if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of Fragmentum to deal with. Yes. That's where the main force of the Silvermane Guards is stationed. They've consolidated their position there in order to resist the encroaching Fragmentum.
It sounds like the three of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't we go back underground and get Wildfire to come with us?
I fear we may not have the time.
Hey, enough pessimism. Back in my official capacity days, I spent a lot of time in the north. I got to know the soldiers and officers on the front line very well. This calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves. How about I take you over myself?
Dale, dale, Cerval.
Really? Great. Phew. It's less scary if someone you know is leading the way.
I want to see the Estelaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. You don't get that many decades in life.
Mira.
That's settled then. There's no time to lose. We should head out as soon as you're ready.
Y vamos. Está por acá. Parece que hay un cofre por
Come
acá.
around and have a look.
Espera, sí. Acá ve lo que hice. Oh, oh.
Darn it! I forgot my brother said he'd be around today.
En serio, Cerval. En serio.
Find somewhere to hide, quick! I'll handle him. Shepard! It's you! I didn't think you'd have the time to visit with things so tense on the front line.
Things are manageable. The latest wave of monster attacks has slowed. I'm back in the city to take care of a few matters, but I'll be back on the front line later. I thought I told you.
Ah! Oh, yes. That's right.
Sis, you look a bit pale. Did something happen?
No. Why would anything have happened?
Che, fuera de joda. Si lo azul fuera rojo, le diría Marín. Marín Kitagawa de My Dear Darling.
You don't normally use my full name.
You said you hate it when I call you bro in public. Well, I agree. It'd sound better if I started using your full name. Right, Brosif?
You can call me whatever you like. Look, Serval, I'm here on official business today. There's something wrong with the barrier generator device, and the engineers in our unit don't know how to fix it. I need you to take a look.
Those guys can't think outside the box. Of course they can't wrap their heads around my design. I thought it was something big. Leave it here. I'll take a look.
Sorry to trouble you.
Why are you being so polite? Oh, and why is the city under curfew all of a sudden? Has something happened?
I've been instructed to keep it quiet.
Lil Jeppy. So grown up now, looking down on his civilian sister.
Don't say that. Forget it. If I don't tell you, Pela will. Last night, Lady Bronya suddenly appeared. She entered Klepoth Fort without saying anything to anyone. The Supreme Guardian is worried that the 3 intruders may have followed Bronya out of the Fragmentum and back into the administrative district. She issued a curfew for the entire city and ordered us to pursue and capture any suspicious individuals.
Ah, so that's how it is. No wonder I haven't heard from Bronya. Is she alright?
I'm not sure. She hasn't left Klepoth Fort. The Supreme Guardian just said she'd returned. Nothing more.
Está ahí CL, acá está CL. Ay, Dios.
Well, I was sure worried about her. After she disappeared, Pela's workload doubled. She said she barely had time to go out.
She really does tell you everything. Oh, by the way, I left my Goethe Hotel limited edition flask behind last time I was here. Let me have a look for it.
No.
I think...
Wait!
What is it? You seem pretty off today, Serval.
Que ahí está CL.
It's, right. You remember how you neglected all those flowers to death? I piled them all over there during a bit of spring cleaning, and now they smell terrible. So, don't go over there.
Seems like a strange reason not to take a look. Plus, am I supposed to believe you were spring cleaning? You must be up to more forbidden research.
Am not! How dare you! What do you take your sister for?
Never mind. This is your space, and I shouldn't intrude. I've got business to take care of. Bye for now.
Hey! Wait a sec. Those intruders. I wanted to ask. What crime have they committed?
They're plotting to overthrow the architects and bring harm to the city.
Huh. Reminds me of the accusations against me. Cocolia's methods haven't changed.
Don't say that, Serval. I know that you're still nursing a grievance against the Supreme Guardian, but this isn't a joking matter.
You're telling me off again? Fine. Whatever, bro. You better be going. Come listen to Pela in my next rehearsal.
I will, if I have the time.
Ah, Pela también toca con ella.
The coast is clear. You can come out now.
Ay, Dios mío.
I nearly suffocated. What kind of plot device was that?
I almost lost my cool when he went for his flask.
This is bad. Bronya's in danger. We have to go save her.
Pará, ya vamos a capturar a tu novio, a recuperar a tu novia. Pará.
Attempting to storm Klepoth Fort by ourselves? Forget it, Zila. I don't care how skilled you are, I'm not sending you on a suicide mission. Rest assured, Cocolia may have changed over the years, but she never hurt Bronya. I'm certain of that.
You sound like Bronya herself. I don't get it. You guys are against Cocolia, and yet in some ways, you seem to trust her completely.
Didn't you hear him? He said he needs to take care of a few matters in the city first. If we're fast enough, we can stay out of his way. Come on, let's go to the restricted zone. If we can get ahead of the curve and find the Estelaron, Cocolia will be out of options.
Pues vamos. Experiencia de Trazacaminos. A ver cómo todo bien la experiencia de Trazacaminos. Cada vez más largo se está haciendo, Oh. Creo que vamos a tener que salir. Ahora sí voy a salir.
Is Bronya really safe?
You care about her, huh? You must have become close friends.
Íntimas amigas.
Close is a bit much, but I made her a promise.
No, no es demasiado buena amiga.
Relax. She's the strongest girl I've ever seen.
I can believe that.
En otro universo me casé con ella. Y ese universo se llama Impact tercero. ¿Que me choca? Ah, quería que me choque.
They've jacked up security, all right. How the heck are we gonna sneak in? Serval, we need one of those brainwaves.
Leave it to me. Stick close, guys, and don't get spotted.
This is a military base. Trespassers aren't allowed in. Wait, isn't that... Serval! Long time no see.
Well, if it isn't Franz. Long time no see. You still watching the entrance?
Well, you see, you haven't changed, Serval. Still nailing us to the wall. So, what brings you over here at this hour? And who are the guys behind you?
My brother said the restricted zone energy lines were malfunctioning. Told me it was urgent. He doesn't trust those contracted maintenance workers, so he got me in for free. These guys are my assistants. We need to overhaul all the installations here.
I didn't hear anything about the energy lines malfunctioning.
Oh, please. This is a technology division issue. Why would they tell you guys? Come on, let us in already. If the heating system goes down in the middle of the night, are you gonna be responsible for all the frozen corpses?
No, that's, seeing as you're Captain Japard's sister, it should be fine. Okay, here are some temporary passes. Oh, and remember to give them back to me when you leave.
Thanks, Franz. I'll put in a good word for you with my brother and get him to promote you.
No, Captain Japard hates all that under-the-table stuff. I'd have a better chance if you don't mention me at all.
Ok.
I'm aware that there are those among you who see the reserve units as a vacation. But let me set one thing straight. You are gravely mistaken. This is the restricted zone. The fragmentum before you conceals monsters that watch your every move. Behind us, we have a band of conspirators that have infiltrated the city. The situation is critical. The lazy and undisciplined among you will lose your lives to the forces surrounding us. As such, starting from today, we will be adding 200 bench presses and 30 extra minutes of one-arm planks to our daily drill. Is that
bueno.
clear? Yes, sir.
Bueno.
See? That was easy.
You're Japard's sister, all right.
¿Hay cofres? Sí, hay cofres y hay una zona basta por recorrer. A ver, por acá.
I don't want people to see me that way. I'm doing this for you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be using my brother's name.
Quiero decir, por acá hay cofres, ya agarré uno. No. Vamos a seguir. Además porque bueno, quería leer el coso. Tenía logros acá, ¿no? Sí. La tienda, a ver, quiero ver. Ah, tengo 31. No. Pensé que podía tirar alguno más. Por cierto, creo que ya se actualizó lo que tiré. Creo que había tirado por el Doctor Ratio en una parte, ¿no? Salto de personaje. No, por el momento no se ha actualizado. Ya me olvidé cuántos tiré. Rompo esto.
Do you see that mechanical gear bridge? When you cross over to the other side, you arrive at hell on Earth. It's a place too cold to bear, covered in snow and ice. The guys doing the scientific research don't have time to worry about the surroundings. The restricted zone frontline is on the other side of the gear bridge. It's an endless fragmentum with a few exhausted Silvermane guards, and the stench of death in the air. If we want to progress further north, we will need to cross that hell. Are you ready?
Look how far we've come. Don't chicken out on us now.
Let's go then. First, we need to think of a way to get to the other side. I helped set the underlying mechanisms for this type of gear bridge. It's controlled via different terminals in combination. Let's go find them.
Is Japard on frontline duty a lot?
Yes, but what made you ask that all of a sudden?
It's so dangerous. Don't you worry about him?
He's a Landau.
Dispara bien, Broña. Cofrecito. Taca, taca. Taca, 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 taca. Listo. Por favor, sigue las instrucciones. Gracias a esto tenemos un cofrecito oculto. Acá. Gracias. Bueno, ahora tenemos 3, ¿no? En teoría. No, 2. A ese no cuenta. Bueno. A usar esta máquina.
Nope. This terminal's offline. We can't control it from here.
So what's the plan?
Look for another. Every platform linked to the gear bridge should have a similar terminal.
Sí, ahí veo una. Ahí veo otra.
I never would have guessed that Japard and you were brother and sister.
Tiene una tercera, Links.
I can't say I blame you. We're nothing alike in personality or interests.
Ah, quería caerme.
In our family, we have a strong military tradition going back generations. Many a Landau has died in their prime. There's not a lot of brother and sister time. Everyone just does their best to get on with their life.
Le falta mencionar a Links.
Darn! Can't activate it. It seems like someone severed the energy supply to the terminals. Huh. You know, the more I think about it, the more it seems deliberate. With the front line on high alert, they must have rotated the bridge to make it impassable. Then they cut off the energy supply to the terminals to avoid accidental repositioning. Or to prevent deserters from escaping. That way, even if the front line were to collapse, the Fragmentum monsters wouldn't be able to make it to the other side.
Bronya was right. The Silvermane guards really are risking their lives to protect Belobog.
Just my conjecture, but I doubt it's far from the truth. My brother mentioned that they've had to use extreme measures to repel the Fragmentum monsters. Let's press on. We can't activate either of these terminals, so let's look for the energy supply installation itself.
Continuando, a ver. Voy a romper. No hay nada por acá. En esta ballena tampoco, no. Cofrecito ni nada. Todo vida, pero no necesito, tengo full. Muy bien. A ver, vamos a investigar un cacho. Hasta que encuentre un cofre. Yo rompo cosas. Hago oculto por acá, no. Por acá, no. Y por la derecha...
You! Hold it right there. This is a military base. Temporary workers aren't allowed in.
Ah, quería cruzar. Y por acá. Acá tampoco, ¿no? Listo, cofrecito, volvamos. Quería un cofrecito. Bueno, volvemos a donde estábamos. Eso es todo, ¿no? No puede haber uno más. Ajá, por esta parte. Y también por acá, pero no me dejan pasar, así que lamentablemente no. Así. Vamos a hablar con el tipo.
That's it! The thing's shaped like a giant iron ball.
And it's behind a gate. What are the odds?
Its formal name is the Mechanism Energy Hub. It's connected to all the energy lines. I would have thought it covers the entire restricted zone.
No wonder it's so heavily guarded.
One unit for everything? That's a disaster waiting to happen. We learned the hard way.
As long as we can gain access permissions to the hub, we can operate the gear bridge terminals. That's why I told them we were here for urgent maintenance. The frontline equipment needs servicing just as much as the rest.
So that's why you went for maintenance. Way to go, Serval. I thought you just came up with it on the spot.
Come on, let's see if that guard over there will let us pass.
A ver. Ah, pero pará, que quiero hablar con el guardia.
Yo, evening soldier.
Are you the emergency engineers? I saw you guys hanging around. Did you find the problem?
Not yet. Everything looks normal so far. I think the problem is stemming from the energy hub. If you let us in, we can do a routine service inspection. I've worked on various iterations of this type of installation.
No. No can do. No one gets near the energy hub without the security captain's encryption key.
Not even the Supreme Guardian?
The Supreme Guardian? Hey, no games, you hear? No dice without the encryption key.
Darn, this guy's not stupid.
You need the encryption key, right? Which captain should I bother then?
Captain Dunn's resting up ahead. Go and find him. If he grants you permission, I won't stand in your way.
Perfecto.
Done? Why didn't you say so? No problem, we'll be back in a bit.
Ahora estaba mandando un mensaje. Si lo puse bien. Bueno, continuamos. A ver. Era por acá. Capitán Dunn. Ryan Dunn. Ah, este tipo.
Hey, Dunn! It's been a while. I didn't know you made security captain.
Serval, it's been a long time. You're still so... You look good.
Allow me to introduce my assistants to you. They help me take care of business at the workshop. Everyone, this is Captain Dunn, an old friend of mine. He used to be an ace on the keys in the band.
Mira.
Oh, you play rock and roll too? Cool.
Pleased to meet you.
Hello.
Oh, what's that weird smell?
Zachary, how many days has it been since you showered?
I showered right before my shift.
What did you say?
I haven't showered in 2 days, sir.
Unacceptable, especially in front of visitors.
Creo que es él.
Apologies for the embarrassment, all.
It's not a big deal, Dunn. You know, if you get a chance, would you want to get on stage with us again? My keyboard guy is pretty good, but I still miss our military days playing in the band.
That was a long time ago, Serval. I haven't touched a keyboard in ages. Besides, I'm stationed here all year round. I'm afraid I don't get many chances to return to the city. Though I don't stand on ceremony. How may I assist you? If everything's in order, you'd better head back to the city. It's not safe here.
I've checked the lines. There don't seem to be any major problems. All that's left is the energy hub. The guard over there said that I needed an encryption key to open the gate. Can you help me out?
No, ¿Dónde están todos delante de la chica que te gusta? Voy a responder eso.
Could you be any less discreet?
Anything wrong done?
Sorry, Serval, but can you tell me what Captain Japard told you?
Huh? Oh, let me think. Hey, sis, the energy supply lines in the restricted zone have malfunctioned. Those useless engineers can't find the problem. Something like that?
And may I ask, when did he contact you?
This morning? Yeah, that's right. He's on urban patrol duty today, right? That's why he popped round and asked the favor.
Aha. Captain Japard just returned to the front line. I could reconfirm with him?
Huh? Hold up, he's back? That can't be. He was still in the city a little while ago.
You haven't changed, Serval. You're still a lousy liar. These people you've brought, they're not workshop assistants, right? Serval, it's not that I don't want to help you, but you should remember that I'm a Belobog Silvermane guard. How about this? You can leave, and I won't tell anyone about this incident. But the outsiders must remain.
There goes the negotiation.
I brought you guys here, and I'm standing with you till the end. Done, this concerns the fate of Belobog. No, the fate of our whole world. Please, don't stand in our way.
Serval! We used to rehearse together every day. You must understand. My rock and roll soul is to uphold the dignity of a soldier.
Bueno, vamos a cagar las piñas. A ver.
Stay alert.
Lend me your strength.
You chose the wrong enemy.
This ends here. In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters!
Let's make it quick. Rules are made to be broken.
There's always a week.
Lo mato. Listo.
Serval? Why?
I'm sorry, Dunn. Time for a little nap.
He's just unconscious. Don't worry.
Stubborn fool. Strong, though. Wildfire lacks people like him.
Got it. The encryption key. Quick, before we attract attention, let's...
Llama la atención.
I think we attracted attention.
Gracias por comprarte el 7 de marzo.
That's the enemy attack alarm. Every Silvermane guard in the reserve zone just became our enemy.
Ya ve, pero llena. No. No me paso en tu fin.
We've made it up till now. I could lose an arm and a leg for all I care. I have to lay eyes on the Estelaron. Quick, back to the energy supply hub. Anyone that tries to stop us is gonna find out a thing or two.
Bueno,
If I'd known he had the encryption key from the start, I could have snuck in and taken it off him myself.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, Sela. Activating the gear bridge alone would have been enough to expose us.
Ah, si lo puedo evitar. De todas maneras tenemos que pelear.
Let's go.
I'll see you off.
Is that
This
all?
battle is unavoidable.
You chose the wrong end.
Hope you're prepared.
Ah, grandioso.
Let's make it quick. Yeah.
Lend me your strength.
Let's go.
Listo. Che, el Gepard está un poquito tocado, así que necesitaría un poquito de curación.
We're in.
Oh, it's open. Oh, thank you, done.
Ah, tranquilo, que vamos a piña nada más. Cofrecito. ¿Cuántos quedan? Che, estamos re rodeados. Quedan 6.
Give me some time. Who designed this operating system? It's so unintuitive.
Elon Musk. Ah, nada, que.
Emergency fire evacuation system. Not that. Rock and roll dance floor atmosphere mode? Who the heck added that? And they used one of my songs.
Un fan de Cerca, entonces.
Gear bridge control terminal. Still found it.
Es una de mis canciones.
That's it. I've reset the energy system. Let's go and operate the gear bridge terminal.
Serval, won't more Silvermane guards be waiting for us on the other side of the gear bridge?
Yep.
Then what's our plan?
Well, either we reason with them or charge straight through the blockade. Let's play it by ear.
Si me tengo que pelear con esta ballena. Vamos a tener que pelear con
Careful. There's a big guy up ahead.
There's no other way. We'll have to fight.
If we can beat Svarog, we can beat this one. Let's go.
¿Cómo odio ese enemigo que te invocan estos puños?
Rules are made to be broken.
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Stay alert. Yeah.
Pum. Pum.
Lend me your strength.
I'll see you off.
Let's make it quick.
Lend me your strength.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Let's go.
Saque directo.
I'll see you off. Receive divinity.
You have my gratitude.
Repay.
This ends here.
Ya, re poco dura la curación.
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters.
Rules are made to be broken.
Bumba.
This battle is unavoidable.
Yeah.
The dead return!
Vamos, te regresa.
You'll pay for We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Yeah.
Pum. Y el otro también explotó.
We shall take back what we lost.
No hay nada acá. Bueno, perfecto.
Energy restored. System online. Certification enabled. Come on, come on. 40%. 65%. 85%.
Problemas. Ah.
We did it. We've gained access to the gear bridge. Let's move.
Rotación.
Perfect. Okay. We need to get to the front line.
We could have a problem. Your brother may be there.
He probably is. Hopefully we don't bump into him, but if we do, we'll just have to try and talk to him.
Are you sure you can convince him?
No, no estoy segura, pero...
I've probably got a 30% chance. Or less.
Meaning it could end in a fight.
Haven't you noticed yet? Most of our convincing ends in a fight.
Todos acaban en peleas.
We need to be sure, Saval. If we can't reach a common understanding with your brother, will you stand with us?
Of course. My word is my bond. I said that I'd stand with you to the end, and I won't go back on that promise.
Dale, Cerval.
Before our next expedition, I need Himeko to teach me some negotiation skills. Beating people up all the time is cramping my elegance.
Ay, guarda elegante. Arre.
I haven't fought with Japard since he enlisted. He could never beat me when we were little, but now...
Cosito. Ok, ya no podemos pasar por acá. Ni por acá. Hay que ver algo. Ajá, venimos por acá. Ahora solamente puedo ir por abajo y por acá. Podemos rotar, ¿no? Déjame ver algo. No. Ahí se cierra. Sí, creo que sí, ¿no? No. Básicamente lo mismo. Solamente quería ver algo. Ah, porque acá hay una pared. Así que solamente se puede cruzar de dos vías. Entiendo. Es bueno saberlo. Bueno, vamos. Miren quién está acá.
Serval. It really is you.
Wait, Japard, listen to me.
When the sentry reported to me, I thought there must have been a misunderstanding. The enemy alarm had to be unrelated to your entry into the restricted zone. Perhaps the intruders had taken you hostage. And yet, step away from the intruders, Serval. Walk over slowly and stand behind me. You're different from them.
I'm sorry. We have an understanding. I stand with them. Give me a few minutes, just a few.
Enough, Serval. Have you forgotten where we are? We Landaus ought to know this place better than anywhere. The outer reaches of the front line against the Fragmentum. Belobog's most strategic protective fortress. Every Silvermane guard here, every person here, is ready to sacrifice themselves. Ready to spill their blood for Belobog at a moment's notice. Yet here you are, leading fugitives into the restricted zone. Attacking my Silvermane comrades in arms. Hijacking the energy hub. Are you really worthy of the Landau name?
Why do you think I've come here? We found a way to dispel the eternal freeze, to seal the Fragmentum. It might be the only lifeline this world has left.
If that were true, why wouldn't you report to Madame Cocolia? Why would you sneak into the restricted zone and create chaos?
You don't understand. The one preventing us from getting close to the truth is Cocolia herself.
You have all seen the Supreme Guardian in person. Do you think you can act as you please because she didn't recognize your version of events?
Listen to me, Gepard. The origin and spread of the Fragmentum is linked to the Estelaron. The meteorite in the Architect's records, it's...
I know about the Estelaron. It's exactly what the fugitives behind you are seeking. But the Madam Guardian has already revealed the truth to me. These people have ulterior motives, Serval. They want to steal this treasure from the Architects. The Madam Guardian has warned me before that you were indulging in fantasy. That you'd been exposed to forbidden knowledge. And that you would bring destruction down upon Belobog. I believe you, Serval. I believe you think you're acting with loyalty to the people. It's just... Guards, formation. Arrest these people. We could be inundated with Fragmentum monsters at any moment. We have no time to waste on them.
The forbidden is only forbidden to conceal the truth within. Cocolia is afraid that we'll seize on this knowledge. That the truth will spread far and wide. To save the world, we must risk it all. I've said my piece. Whether you believe it or not is up to you. Regardless, you should know by now your sister's never been one to back down. If there's something or someone you can't abide, you should stand up and resist. And if there's something you uphold, you should uphold it to the very end.
Bien dicho.
Save your explanation for the judge. You are charged with sabotaging the Silvermane Guard restricted zone. In my capacity as captain, I hereby order that these fugitives be arrested. This isn't like our childhood game, Serval. You won't get any leniency from me.
The barrier hasn't been fixed yet. Don't try and be a hero, Gepard.
Didn't I tell you? All our negotiations ended in combat.
Acá una piña. Necesitaré hacer bala ahí. Pero al menos tengo.
Our position is solid.
Stay alert.
Al menos lo tengo leveleado.
Pay for this.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Trouble.
Stay focused. Take courage.
Rules are made to be broken.
This
Eternal sleep. The dead
return.
Está.
Name of a will forged in ice.
Yo también tengo escudos de par. Lamentablemente recuperar el escudo.
Resistance is futile. It'll heal. This ends here.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm.
Ataque y
To guard
defensa.
and defend. Crush them.
No, ataque y daño crítico.
For glory.
I'll see you off.
Let's make it quick.
Lo matamos.
Lend me your strength.
Let's go.
¡Ah! No tengo puntos.
Rules
Pero creo que ahorita
are
lo
made
mato.
to be broken.
Los destrozo. Triple kill.
This guy knows how to put up a fight. I've never come up against anyone this relentless.
He just won't go down.
He's as stubborn as I am. It could be an argument or a fight. He'll do both to the death. That's why he bugs the heck out of me. That's enough, Gepard. Take a look around you. You're the last man standing.
Even if I am, I won't yield.
We don't want you to yield through force of arms. That wouldn't be a victory for us.
Yeah, our goal is the same as yours, Serval's and Bronya's. We just want to preserve this world. There's no reason to turn against each other.
Japard, brother, surely now you can see the need for pragmatism. Even if you don't believe my outsider friends, you should believe me. Maybe I've wasted your trust. In which case, believe Bronya.
Lady Bronya?
Cuando me todo lo que sabe leer la carta a Bronya.
There's nothing more to say, Japard. The decision is yours.
As a captain of the Silver Mane Guards, I am duty-bound to carry out the orders of the Supreme Guardian. But Lady Bronya is the commanding officer for the front lines. According to military protocol, if the frontline directives of the commanding officer clash with those of the architects behind the lines, a soldier must remain at their post and await.
Uy, lo salté sin querer.
But Lady Bronya is the commanding officer for the front lines. According to military protocol, if the frontline directives of the commanding officer clash with those of the architects behind the lines, a soldier must remain at their post and await further directives.
Eso está bueno, por si lo salteé sin querer y quieres escuchar lo que dicen, está bueno. En la cara de alivio de Estel.
For the Silvermane Guards, the Guardian's orders are paramount and absolute. But there is something of equal importance in the oath we take.
The people of Belobog.
If we lose the people, we lose the reason for our existence. Our fight with the Fragmentum monsters is for the sake of preservation. But our fight with you, I fail to see the purpose. If you are truly able to prevent our endlessly unfolding misfortunes, then the people of Belobog are indebted to you. But if you are using lies to mask your true intentions, using my sister and Bronya for your own ends, I swear by Klepoth that I will carry out your punishment without an ounce of mercy.
Uf.
They're not lying. I promise you.
You must be Zila. You are a skilled fighter. Your combat style is nothing like that of the guards.
¿Eres la novia de Bronya? Sí.
Regardless of what you believe, these guys have been a great help to the underworld. Many people would vouch for them.
I'm sure. If you want to advance further northward, you must traverse an area entirely corroded by the Fragmentum. It's the only way to get to the snow plains on the other side. The guards can give you some time before the next wave of attacks is upon us.
Vamos avanzando. Espera, ¿what? ¿80? Entonces, ¿cuántos tengo? ¡Ay, me faltan 10! Pero creo que ahora ya se actualizó. A ver, vea detalles con todo lo que tiré. No, no se actualizó. ¿Qué onda? Qué raro. Pues estoy lista. Habla con qué para abrir la puerta. A ver. A mí me faltan 2 cofrecitos para abrir, obviamente. Ah, Cere está acá. Hay algo más por acá, Bueno, ahora me falta un cofrecito. 6 de 10. No hay nada acá, no hay nada acá. Acá hay algo. Recoger. Che, esto me hace acordar de la guerra. La Segunda Guerra Mundial, Casquillo de balas. Alambre de púas. A ver, vamos a hablar. Vamos a empezar con serio.
I gotta admit, I had a lot of misunderstandings about the Silvermane Guards. They're fighting for survival here every day, just like Wildfire. The difference is we're making a stand for freedom, while they're just carrying out orders.
¿Por qué tengo que intentar ponernos en su lugar?
Put ourselves in their shoes. Easier said than done. Everyone has their struggles, but how can we understand them if we can't even see each other?
¿Entiendes los problemas de Broña?
Of course I do. I've understood them for a while now. But as far as I can tell, she doesn't need other people's understanding. She needs to understand her own heart. And it's the same with Japard. I could tell it took a lot for him to lay down his arms.
Se va a acabar con
I
eso.
think I can already hear the storm on the other side of the city walls. Not a reassuring sound. I hope Serval's right. That supreme lunatic better not have harmed Bronya.
Lunática Suprema. Se mamó el apodo Cerval. Bro, Cele. Ahora sí Cerval.
You see? Brothers and sisters need to have a scrap once in a while to get back on good terms.
Sentimos el tiempo, carnal.
Enough apologizing. My ears can't take any more. Honestly, this would have happened sooner or later. You just gave me an excuse to bring everything forward.
Así es como se relacionan normalmente los hermanos.
What's wrong with a bit of violent coexistence between siblings? Seems pretty normal to me. I'm pulling your leg. Since I left the military, my brother and I have always steered clear of certain sensitive topics. Thinking about it, perhaps he's just been looking out for my feelings, shielding me all along. Knowing my temper, my brother almost certainly went to great lengths on many occasions for me. I should be thanking him.
Que comience la casa de Estelaron.
Let's do this. I may never have come face to face with it, but this Estelaron cost me a nice, stable job. It's time to get even. Actually, I have another selfish motive. I want to prove to Cocolia that I was right. Once we've taken care of the Estelaron, maybe she'll go back to how she was. Sorry, hardly the time for me to be obsessing over all this. As I mentioned, if we want to progress further north, we're gonna have to cross that hell. Still, look at it this way. Just another arena to showcase our skills right now. If you're ready to get on stage, let's push for that standing ovation.
Vale, Cerval. Pero primero quiero ver algo. Supongo que ahora podemos cruzar por acá, ¿no? Si hay guardias, mejor no. Ajá, hay guardias. Pero podemos evitarlos, ¿no? No, lo bajaron. Así que bueno, creo que podemos ir por acá, ¿no? No me van a dejar, ¿no? Ah, me dejaron. Y un cofrecito, listo. Quería ver eso.
Ample supplies.
Y tenemos esto. Güey, ¿cuántos circuitos necesitas? Algo falta. Eso está bien. Algo está faltando. Ahora sí, no entendía. Pero primero, antes de seguirte, vamos a abrir el de Kafka. Listo, 161. Nada. Y creo que este es épico, ¿no? ¡Natasha es 6! Sí. A ver el épico. Sushan, bien. Tengo ganas de probar a Sushan, Mira que hace... A ver, ¿qué tengo en Sushan? A ver, era esto... E1 tengo Sushan, ¿no? Sí, E1.
Sooner or later, I'll make my mark in history.
Bueno, a ver, vamos a seguir esta cosa. Sí, investigar, dale. ¿Se puede abrir esto? Y podemos cruzar por acá ahora. Vamos a seguir esta cosa. Perfecto. Pi, 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 pi. Se detectaron algunos obstáculos. Ay, dale, no empieces. Ah, no. Tranqui. ¿Y qué había arriba? Oficial. Ese es el oficial Don. Mató la de la chica que te gusta. No dijo que sí, pero tampoco dijo que no. Cagar el cofre. A ver qué más hay. Si hay otro, se lo agradecería. ¿Cuántos me quedan? 3 me quedan. Rompo esto. Nope. 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 Es un camino sin nada. Entonces ya no hay más nada. ¿Por qué abrí esto? Va a haber algo acá. No sé qué es, pero va a haber algo. Porque si hicieron todo este camino para que no haya nada, es que en el futuro va a haber algo. Así que ya le dejamos abierto. Como el culo de mi ex amiga. No, mentira. Vamos avanzando.
As soon as the restricted zone gate is open, the monsters on the other side will turn out in full force. The guards will do their best to stall them and buy you some time. Once you've broken through the front line, there's nothing more we can do for you. You'll have to find out for yourselves what lies within the northern fragmentum. So, have you made up your minds?
Estamos listos. Ya revisé todo.
Understood. Keep your weapons close. This will be a fierce fight. Guards, open the gate.
Ok. Ok.
Are you dealing with attacks like this every day?
It's a common occurrence. Guards, formation.
Well, I'm gonna make sure I don't owe the guards any favors when this is done.
Vamos, por Broña.
Here they come.
Steel yourselves.
Bueno. A ver. ¿Cuáles son las debilidades?
Let's make it quick.
Bueno, debilidades bastante decentes.
There's always a weakness.
A ese no. Era este.
In the name of Lend, a will forged in ice never falters.
Con unos puños le gano. Ahí está.
This is our chance.
Destruidos.
Rules are made to be broken.
Ah, todos son físicos, listo. Me rompo el orto.
This is our chance.
How many of them are there?
The more the merrier. These guys are nothing. Hold the line.
There's always a weakness.
Rules are made to be broken.
Mira, esto le escaló la pelea. ¿O qué le pasa?
I told you, Japard, the barrier hasn't been fixed yet. Don't try and be a hero.
This is only the first wave. They'll have reassembled soon. I have to.
Hey, Mr. Silvermane. Listen to your sister. I can tell just by looking at you that you haven't fully recovered.
Outsiders. Zila, the second wave hasn't started yet. Make the most of this opportunity and make a break for it.
Huh? Serval, aren't you gonna look for the Estelaron with us?
My brother can't hold them back by himself. He wasted a lot of energy on us. It's my responsibility now. Besides, if I'm not here to help, I don't know what might happen in the next wave. I want to go with you. I do. I always wanted to catch a glimpse of the Estelaron with my own eyes, and now it's so close. But I can't abandon my brother and the other guards. I'm a Landau. It's up to you now. I believe in you. You've given me new hope. Get hold of the Estelaron before Cocolia realizes what's happening.
No te decepcionemos. ¡A la carga!
Hey, March. Don't forget to take a picture of the Estelaron for me.
Marzo.
Say no more. We're good at this. Don't worry.
Marzo y las fotos. Vamos. Okay. Himeki Well.
Fragmentum activity is intensifying. Something's happening on Eureka's.
El que recién llegó a mi pelotón, Welt Yang, que lo acabo de conseguir en el banner permanente. Menos mal que me tocó el banner permanente. Si me hubiera tocado el banner 50-50 en Kafka, juro que le empezaría a putear. Pero ahora, vamos bien.
Shouldn't we go down there, Himiko?
Have faith in them. Besides, this is her first trailblazing expedition. How will she be able to look back fondly without a few twists and turns? Are you bored, Welt? I understand. But we have lots of opportunities ahead of us. Let's leave the memories of this expedition for them.
So you think they'll be safe, right?
Yes. We haven't seen any Eon or Emanator level imaginary reactions. Relax. This is a young person's adventure. We shouldn't interfere. At most, we could offer a little off-site assistance.
Sí, porque voy a tener como 40 drones, Himeko.
Is this the fragmentum Gepard was talking about?
Compared to this, the corrosion we saw in Backwater Pass pales into insignificance.
Oh, yeah. It feels like there are loads of eyes staring at us.
Serval said that the Estelaron was very likely hidden in the snow plains north of Belobog. If we want to get there, I'm afraid we'll have to find the exit to this fragmentum maze first.
Lo que hice yo fue sacar una captura, por eso oculté esto, miren, ahí, ¡pip! Listo, captura.
This place makes my flesh crawl. Like there are insects under my skin.
¿No tenés otra metáfora para explicarlo, Cere?
We have no guide and no way of detecting the Estelaron. We'll just have to advance gradually and cautiously. Don't be disheartened. The stronger the fragmentum contamination, the closer we are to the source.
Un momento que quiero hacer algo. Listo, ya tengo imagen para la miniatura. Estrellas, eso frío juguete. Adentro del pasadizo de los ecos apagados. Ok. Yo haría que terminemos esto de estrellas, esos fríos juguetes y terminemos el capítulo de hoy porque llevamos 1 hora 34 minutos.
Oh, look! Up ahead on the ground. What is that?
Be careful. Think twice before you interact with anything in the fragmentum.
Lo voy a ignorar por ahora, pero quiero ese cofrecito que está ahí. Que me está diciendo, abrime, abrime. Vamos a investigar el lugar. Si encontramos algo acá. No. Ah, esta es otra etapa. Uff. Ahora vamos 1 de 10.
Objects that have been exposed to fragmentum corrosion might not be stable.
We're deep inside the fragmentum. There could be hidden dangers lying in wait. Let's look for other clues first.
Se lo oye muy temerosa, Marzo.
We're
Porque sí. Bueno, listo, ya está, revisé todo y no me dejan pasar por ahí. Así que, vamos.
This is... Bronya's! Yeah, so she's been here already?
Whoa! Quick, look! That's Bronya! Huh? Is that Cocolia too?
¿Qué?
No.
Ah,
It
hologramos.
isn't them. It must be a kind of echo? Some type of residual energy replicated by the fragmentum.
Which means they were definitely here, right? It looks like they went that way.
Just in time. We had no idea which direction to take. Let's go.
Vamos. Estrella de nieve, esfera de nieve dedicada.
We're deep in. Let's look for other.
No me deja ir por ahí, así que vamos a seguir ahora. Eco de Cocolia. A ver si puedo. No sé de qué me río, pero bueno. Ah, sí, no es mi nariz, ¿o sí?
You still haven't told me what this place is, Mother.
700 years ago, this was Belobog's northern border, and the site of an ancient battle. Here is where Elisa Rand led the first Silvermane Guards in resistance against the Legion. Now, it is nothing more than an abandoned corridor, filled with the sounds of old world echoes. Don't let its fragmented appearance fool you, Bronya. On the day the promise is fulfilled, these ruins will become the breeding ground of a new world.
Mother, do you truly believe the Estelaron's promise? It summoned the blizzard beyond our walls and opened the door of the Fragmentum. It destroyed our civilization.
And yet, the crime of our ancestors was their inability to embrace that destruction sooner.
What?
From the moment those intruders descended from beyond the sky, this world was handed a death sentence. But the Estelaron has reserved for us a thread of hope. There is a price to pay for new life, wiping away every decaying vestige of the old world, renouncing the meaningless and lingering struggle. This is the price the Estelaron demands. When the promise is fulfilled, Bronya, no longer will we have to squander our lives guarding this wasteland. You and I will witness the new world rise from the ruins.
No.
Ok, se volvió loquita, eh.
This is a complex mechanism. How did they get past?
I knew this wouldn't be simple.
Algo que no sepamos, Marzo.
Wait, wasn't there some big energy hub-looking thing back in that empty area? Let's go back and take a look. Maybe it's linked to this gate.
I can't say I like the idea of interacting with our surroundings, especially this deep into the Fragmentum. However...
Sí.
However...
There's no other way. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Sí.
Huh. Even Don Hung the Sensible has his adventurous days.
Bueno, a ver. No. Bueno, sí. ¡Uno! Dale, hay otros tres.
It worked, right? But the gate didn't move an inch.
Are there other units around?
It's clear that whoever designed these mechanisms didn't want outsiders to get through too easily. Let's keep looking for the energy hub.
Sí, lo sabía.
Look, over there! I think I can see the next unit.
Oh, I see a get you. Let's.
Pero básicamente tengo que cagar a piñas. Bueno. Oh, sí, me sirve de todo.
Let's go.
Hago pija. Hago pija.
Let's settle this.
Hago pija. Hago pija. Unidad de control. Abrimos esa puerta, pero quiero ver algo más acá. ¡Esa! Ajá. Hay un cofre grande ahí.
Nothing major.
Yeah.
Let's settle this.
Rules are made to be broken.
Capillo. Listo.
We shall take back what we lost.
Tesoro. Ah, yo me estoy olvidando de ese.
Ample supplies.
¿Viste qué enemigo es? Necesitaría cerval. Así que bueno, vamos a tener que cambiar. A ver. Era. Formación. Cerval. Me sirve mejor que Estel. Así que bueno, vamos a intentar a cerval.
You again, Jeffy?
Acá el Luocha está de más. Porque mire, tengo cerval, tengo a Brogy y tengo a Gepard. Creo que había cagado con cerval, ¿no? No, tranqui, bueno. Bueno, sé que me van a cagar a piñas, así que bueno, lo que vas a hacer es esto. Agregamos curación del Luocha,
Show your courage.
ataque de Broña y defensa de Gepard. Así que vamos.
Repay. Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Here to crash the party?
Turn it up. Lend me your strength.
Más escudo.
Never falters.
Ojo, me puedo matar, Broña.
Songs for you.
Keep up. You'll pay for this.
Ah, el tema es este. Mejor vamos por uno de estos.
This ends here.
Bueno, ¿qué te pasa con Broña?
I underestimated you.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Turn it up.
You can fight it or rock with it.
I'll see you off. Bloom.
Your assistance is timely.
Eternal stead. Dead return!
La verdad, Lucha está bueno, ¿eh? No, era el otro, el 3. Ah, igual.
This battle is unavoidable.
Puedo hacer esto. Se lo doy a
Lend me
Gepard.
your strength.
Hope you're prepared.
Agregamos escudo.
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters.
Pretty good crowd today.
Ah, no tengo.
Let's settle this.
You'll pay for this.
Y se lo vamos a dar a... Sí, cerval.
Lend me your strength.
Keep up.
El tema es que tengo un poco de daño.
Turn it up.
This battle is
Ready to
unavoidable.
lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Lend me your
Sí, ¿por qué no?
strength.
Aunque puede haber hecho con Luocha.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Pará, que me mata Cerval.
Ready to jam.
Eternal Dead
Return!
Chabón, Luocha me estás hablando mucho,
Time for the main. Keep up.
Hope you're prepared.
Listo. Cofrecito. Adentro. Cofresote, no que cofrecito.
First rate supplies.
Y bien, tenemos unos artefactos que me pueden servir para levelear mientras tanto. Bueno, vamos a lo que estábamos. A ver, esos artefactos quiero verlos ahora en un rato. Otra vez esto. A ver. Este. Me conviene así, ¿no? Sí. Ahí. Ahí. Obviamente esto es obligado. Ahí. ¿Qué falta? Ahora sí. Todo conectado. Vamos a seguir esta cosa. Ah, pero no podemos cruzar por acá. Muy bien, muy bien. Estamos obligados a combatir con esto. No cambié.
Lend me your strength.
This song's for you. Keep up. Ready to lose yourself. You can
No cambié a Cerval por Stel, qué boludo.
rock with it.
No pasa nada.
Pretty good crowd today. Turn it up.
No pasa nada. Ahí le cambio, ahí le cambio. Quédense tranquilos. Ahí cambio Stel.
Are those monsters guarding the energy hub?
Seems like it. Strange. Fragmentum monsters would usually destroy man-made objects.
Ok. Ahí ponemos de nuevo Stel. Ya vamos 2. Vamos 2.
Did you hear that? This mechanism must be on now.
No.
Come on, let's find the next one.
Where is the next mechanism? Oh, behind that gate.
There's no switch. We need to find a way around.
I've never seen such a desolate place. At least in Rivet Town, you could tell that people used to live there.
Rivet Town is only at the outstretched fingertips of the corrosion. Now, we're deep in the Fragmentum's heart.
Vamos a esperar. ¿Listo? No. Ahí. Bien, ahora vamos por acá. Acá hay otro. Pero mientras tengo esto. ¿Qué vergas es eso? Esto es un fenómeno de fragmento que nunca te he visto. Sabemos que no pasa que con el señor Yang. ¿Qué es esto, señor Yang? Parece la grieta en el espacio abierta mientras el fragmento corre la realidad. El nombre científico de este fenómeno es caverna de corrosión. Nadie sabe con certeza qué tipo de espacio están conectadas las cavernas. Sin embargo, las investigaciones sí indican que estas cavernas suelen estar dispersas varios datos de la realidad. Al igual que las cálices, las creaciones de fragmentos siempre conllevan riesgos no identificados. Por favor, extrema las precauciones que si quieres seguir explorando. Caverna de la corrosión. Derrota enemigos para cocinar artefactos. ¡Oh! Me resirve. Abre todos los días, abre todos los días. Mira, pues. 2 piezas, curación realizada, daño de hielo, ataque, daño de viento, daño físico, efecto de ruptura. Este me sirve, ¿eh? Messi. Cofrecito, déjame abrirlo. Gracias por dejarme abrirlo. Ah, gracias.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Let's go.
This ends here.
Let's make it quick. Yeah.
Listo. Ya vamos 3. Tres de 4.
Success! Another mechanism shut down.
I want to ask you a question.
Dispara.
Do you still remember those dreams you mentioned to us?
Justo ahora.
I know you're wide awake right now, but I need you to try. See if you can recall the voice you heard.
Intentarlo sin muchas ganas. Intenta recordar tus sueños. A profundizar más y más en los pensamientos te lleva la voz.
Well? This is merely speculation, but perhaps the voice you heard is the Estelaron somehow conveying information to Cocolia. And the one in your body is resonating with the Estelaron on this world.
Huh? You mean that Celerons can communicate? I've never heard that before.
Well, there's never been a human that could accommodate a Estelaron in their body.
Ya está, eso es Cocolia.
Then, aren't we walking straight into a trap?
Yes. And Branya may well be the bait.
Don Hung's speculations are usually right on the money. But even if we've guessed right, we can't go home now.
There's no way back anyway. At least Cocolia won't catch us off guard now. So what if it's an ambush? We're not about to lose now.
No quiero perder a mi futura novia. Seguía con ese chiste.
Save Branya, beat Cocolia, and crush this Estelaron thing to dust.
Che, esto es personal. A mí no me jodas, esto es personal. Esto es personal. Sabiendo de que la quiere mucha Broña. Cele. Sí. Mientras tanto, Cele. Y ahí fue cuando me enojé. Y ahora tenemos que hacer esto, ¿no? No, estaba bien. Pues tenemos que ir por arriba ahora. Listo. Ahí no tenemos el pase cerrados. ¿Cuántos cofres llevamos ahora? 2 de... No, no avanzamos ni un carajo. Y los cofres grandes no cuentan. Así lo puedo evitar. Quiero seguir un cofrecito, cofrecito, sí. De la nada aparecía atrás.
There's always a weakness.
Let's settle this.
Ay, se recupera justo. Listo.
We shall take back what we lost.
Centro el mecanismo. Y el último. Ábrete sésamo. Como decía 7 de marzo.
Done. It took some effort, but we finally cracked these mechanisms.
We're one step closer to Bronya. Let's move.
Y especifica Bronya. No especifica otra cosa, especifica Bronya.
Are these echoes too?
Yes. The fragmentum here seems to have made a special connection with Cocolia. It's repeatedly generating forms in her image.
A ver, los ecos.
I don't understand. Even if the truth is as you say, every generation of Guardian has resisted the call of the Estelaron. And all of them have been wrong, Mother.
Do you still not see, Bronya? There is no right or wrong here. Some of them acted out of human pride, others out of human short-sightedness. Our ancestors, including Elisa Rand, spent their whole lives trying to prolong this civilization. Then, after all fell still, their memories were scattered by the blizzard. They spent lifetimes writing songs of praise that lauded the bravery of humanity, but couldn't spare the time to gaze up into the stars. To those entities of greater magnificence in the heavens above, 1,000 years is but a passing moment. The attainments of insignificant beings, nothing more than a footnote. I shall not follow the Guardian's misguided steps down that blind alley of narcissism. If persistence is futile, then one must choose a new beginning.
But, Klipoth, the Preservation, are they not one of the magnificent entities you speak of? Is it not their strength that has sheltered Belobog this entire time?
The Preservation. Has the Preservation ever looked humanity in the eye? Nothing more than an arrogant delusion of the architects. Oh, you will hear the real voice of magnificence, Bronya. Then you will understand my choice.
Cucu. Ahora se llama. Otro eco. Ok. Ah, no, es el mismo eco que escuchamos. Así que no dije nada. Cofrecito, bien, perfecto. Un mundo cerrado. Activa 14 anclas de Belobog. Ok.
Whoa, check this place out. Tables and sentry posts? There must have been Silvermane guard.
Pero deja...
Looks like another completely new monster.
Considering where we are, it would be surprising if we didn't run into strange enemies here.
I don't care how strange it is. It's blocking our way. Let's get it. Get it.
Estaba hablando 7 de marzo, dale. Ajá. Me faltaría Quantum, pero no, el team que tengo está bueno. Pero por si las... Ay, no tengo el coso. A ver si puedo regresar y recargar. Decime que sí, por favor. Pues ya vemos que va a ser una pelea bastante difícil. Ah, acá. Gracias, listo. Ahora lo que hacemos es Luocha, regeneración. Bronya, daño. Y Gepard, escuditos. Vamos. Ya estamos listos para enfrentarnos a esta cara de nalga. ¡Bumba!
we've entered the storm. To guard and defend, crush them.
In the name of a will forged in ice.
Y más escudo.
Never falters.
Rules are made to be broken.
A ver, se merece todos. No, solo ella. Todos. Sabía.
Stay alert.
Castigo de ataque, ¿qué? ¿What? ¿Qué nos hizo? Nos hizo algo. Déjame los estados negativos. Quien ataque... Quien ataque a sombra de guardián. ¿Qué pasaría si lo ataco ahora?
This battle is unavoidable.
I'll see you off. Eternal sleep. The dead return.
No nos queda otra. Listo.
Let's settle this.
This ends here.
Y se recarga.
The redemption never forgives.
You'll pay for this. Troublesome. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend, crush them.
Ah, pero podemos atacar a base de habilidades, no podemos atacar básicos. Bueno, es bueno saberlo. ¡Pará! ¡Loquita!
Lend me your strength.
Rules are made to be broken.
Ahora te rompo los dientes.
This enemy is completely different. If I didn't know it was a product of the fragmentum, I'd think we were fighting a human.
Unlike those random low-level fragmentum creations, this one seems to have a mind of its own. It seems to be able to use complex tactics.
Look, Bronya and Kokolia's echoes. They must have come through here.
La voz se está poniendo más clara.
That means we must be really close, right?
I sense that we're very near to the northern snow plains.
Ay, tengo una acidez otra vez. Ay, Dios. Antes, pumba.
This is where the first Guardian led the Silvermane Guards into battle. She made huge sacrifices for the sake of temporary respite. But the otherworldly legion did not tire. She soon realized that flesh and blood could not contend with so ruthless an enemy. When all was nearly lost, she chose to set her sights on the Estelaron and made the first wish. As for what came later, you know as well as I.
So, the eternal freeze was a disaster brought about by a human wish?
Ironic, no? All the Estelaron did was answer humanity's call, and yet we kept its existence a closely guarded secret for centuries. Even going so far as to attempt to use it to control the Estelaron. Woeful. Laughable.
It?
No, something created using otherworldly technology.
Anyways,
An inhibitor that a corporation from the old world and the architects attempted to use to house the Estelaron. Oh, I know you have many questions, my daughter. Be patient. Soon you will have all the answers.
Ok, loquita. Tenemos otro de estos para abrir el cofre. A ver, este podría ser, listo. Este podría ser también. Easy peasy. A ver qué nos tenés preparados. Ah, tengo que pelear, dale. No me queda otra.
Let's go.
There's always a weakness.
Let's settle this.
In the name of a will forged in ice never falters.
Ay, justo se recuperó. No pasa nada.
It'll heal.
Let's make it quick.
Ay, 2 de 3.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Rules are made to be broken.
En serio, 2 de 3. 3 de 3.
We venture the storm. To guard and defend.
Crush them.
¿Qué viene primero? Este. Así que vamos por aquí.
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
La pensé bien, la pensé bien.
We shall take back what we lost.
Oh, hay otro de esos. Me cago en tu puta madre. Bueno, al menos tenemos uno de estos.
Rules are made to be broken. Stay alert. For your sins.
You'll pay for this.
Receive divinity.
Your assistance is timely.
I underestimated you.
For your sins.
Bloom, you have my gratitude.
Repay.
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters.
Tranquilo.
Eternal sleep. The dead return.
Return. Bueno, no podemos atacarla. Ah, no, pará, que nos cambió. Ahora no podemos usar habilidades.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend.
Crush them. Rules are made to be broken.
A ver, te pego con el Q, pumba.
Let's settle this.
This ends here.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
The dead return.
Ahí estamos.
Let's go.
Se cura de nuevo.
Nothing major.
Castigo de ataque básico. Ok, no podemos usar ataque básico. No pasa nada.
Name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Let's make it quick. Hold your breath. Execute the judgment.
Troublesome.
For your sins.
This ends here.
Chabón, pero moriste.
Let's go. Yeah.
Ahí está. Tanto te costaba morirte, flaca. Ya sé que hay enemigos hostiles. Aguanta, que quiero agarrar el cofrecito que me dio. Fua, más. Jadas estelares. ¿Cuántos tengo ahora? 127. Me falta poquito. ¿Cuántos llevamos abiertos? Historial. Ahora sí se actualizó. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 63 llevo. O sea que tengo dos opciones. Arriesgarme por Kafka o arriesgarme por Black Swan. Ambos estoy en 50-50. Apurémonos antes de que... Nos pedimos, pibe. Muestre ese cofrecito. Acá. Y hay otro. 20. 25. Yo junto los cofrecitos para juntar la experiencia del Trazacaminos. ¿Se entiende? Dame esto. ¡Ah! No. Ah, pero hay un cofre. Ah, pero con este puedo abrirlo, ¿no? A ver. ¿Cuáles son las debilidades? No. Ninguna debilidad. Vamos a evitarlo. Mejor... Vamos a terminar la misión. Que creo que falta poquito. Ya con esta voy a cerrar el episodio. O sea, tiene que terminar este nombre. Estrellas, estos fríos juguetes. O sea, las submisiones. Había alguien acá, ¿no? Exactamente. No tenía ninguna debilidad. Ese es el tema. No era Broña, era...
You have my gratitude. Eternal sleep. The dead return!
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength. Let's make it quick.
Listo. Lástima que no hice...
We shall take back what we lost.
Bien. Epa, miren quién está acá.
It's that shadow of hers again. But Bronya's isn't with her this time.
It's only a fragment.
¡Ah! ¿Por qué soy tan desesperado?
Feels like this echo is different from the others before.
Te voy a matar la próxima,
Did she just speak?
You cannot approach. Not good. March, out the way. The Estelaron.
No es un eco.
Intruders. You go no
Are you sure?
¡No tenemos debilidades!
It may look like her, but the fragmentum can only create fortunes. Bring her down!
Lend me your strength.
Chabón, me la hizo complicada,
Receive divinity.
Much better.
Ah, me cago.
You are doomed to fail.
¿Qué?
Nothing major.
Verga.
Name of Lend, a will forged in ice. Never falters!
Chabón, en serio. Hay que ser tan hijo de mil para ponerme lo contrario.
I'll see you
We've
all.
entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Bloom. Repay.
Tengo que hacerlo. ¡Ah, otra vez!
The eternal
¡Hijo de mil!
bury you.
¿Qué va a hacer?
Rules are made to be broken.
Lend me your strength.
Ahí está. Listo. Tengo miedo de lo que vaya a hacer, ¿Será jugable o es jugable? Vamos a darle... Ajá, ahí está, así conseguimos el escudo. Porque romper el escudo no vamos a poder. No me dio ni tiempo para fijarme las habilidades que tiene.
Let's make it quick.
Is that all?
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them. Lend me your strength.
I'll see you off. Eternal sleep. The dead return.
Creo que debí guardarla. Soy un imbécil. 31 horas. No me cago. Sí, soy un imbécil. Soy un imbécil.
Is that all?
Rules are made to be broken.
Vamos a pegarle directo. 19. Creo que la podemos matar, 16. Ah, me cago.
You chose the wrong enemy. Bloom.
Your assistance is timely.
Sí,
Freeze to death. Witness the avalanche.
Nothing major. Receive divinity. Eternal sleep.
Gracias. Gracias.
We've entered the storm.
La mato, ¿no?
Guard and defend. Crush them.
Let's go. Judgment of
Me quedo con lo
eternal winter.
poquito. Igual la mato. 3, 2, 1.
Let's make it quick.
Listo. Chabón, que costó ese.
She disappeared.
Cuando suena el himno nacional. Oh, inmortales, el grito sagrado. Y decía el logro.
Stairs. It's the only way forward.
Wherever they lead, it must be the end of the journey.
I don't want to get to the end so soon. I want my journey to go on forever.
Aww.
This means that Bronya is up ahead. And so is the fate of the overworld and the underworld. It's all in our hands. Strange. I thought I'd feel nervous or afraid, but I don't. The only feeling I have is that none of this seems real.
Así es como acá normalmente las expediciones de Trazacaminos. Esto está acumulado.
To be honest, you never really get used to them. We always used to rely on Himeko and Mr. Yang.
The Express has traveled world after world. We are merely passing travelers, witnesses to part of a grander story. We invariably avoid getting drawn into turbulence that can decide the fate of a world. But there are always times when we have no choice but to act.
Or to put it another way, this is one heck of a first trailblazing expedition. You hit the jackpot.
I was about to bore you all with my gloomy reflections, but on second thought, not today. Adventuring with you guys by my side has made me feel like no obstacle is too big.
Right on. But you can say whatever you like. A good adventure shouldn't be full of rules and regulations. Helping those in need, befriending those worth counting on, and saving the world a few times along the way.
Ese es el espíritu de Trazacaminos. Listo, ya terminamos. Y somos 26, ¿no? Ah, no, era ya de por sí ya era 26. Así que ansia de batalla, tenemos 2 logros. Se me pasó de cuando suena el himno nacional. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? Hielo pícaro, disparos en el caballo. Hoy es 23. 30, 26, 21, 22. Ay, qué molesto de mierda ese bicho. Ah, lo perdí. Bueno, no pasa nada. Bueno, nos vamos a ir con una tirada en el mano promocional. Y vamos a irnos con el capítulo de hoy. Así que bueno. A ver. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Vamos a hacer esto, dejarlo acá. Porque yo después... Sí, acá tengo el teletransportador. Quiero farmear los artefactos. Quiero ver guías a qué artefacto le conviene cada uno, ya que bueno, ahora tengo los artefactos épicos por ahora. Y ya empieza a molestar este. Así que mejor vamos a quedarnos acá. Y nos despedimos con una tirada. ¿Dónde está? Salto. Kafka. Opa. Y a ver. No. Y obviamente un épico. Ahora tengo 82. Me faltan 78 para una tirada más. Así que bueno, vamos a dejar el capítulo de hoy. Y espero que les guste. Mañana vamos a seguir con la misión de Trazacaminos. Y creo que ya la terminamos. O sea, terminamos la misión de Trazacaminos. No sé qué mierda está pasando. Ah, no, era la nieve, qué boludo. Bueno, espero que les haya gustado este capítulo. Y bueno, acabamos de empezar el capítulo con un Well Yang. Acá lo tengo. Verán acá que en este capítulo ya saqué a Yang. A Well Yang. También saqué a Sampo, uno de los que me faltaba del modo historia. Y a Hook, también del mismo, o sea. Y bueno, ahora tengo quiero preguntarles qué me conviene usar a Welt. Lamentablemente ahora tengo 3 del pacto de la iluminación, ¿no? Iluminación, ¿no? Imaginario, perdón. Tengo a Luocha, tengo a Doctor Ratio y tengo a Well Yang. A ver, ¿tengo algunos más del imaginario? Creo que no, No, a esos 3 tengo imaginario. O sea, los 3 imaginarios son legendarios. Imaginario legendario. Arre. Así que bueno. Nada, quería saber eso. Así que bueno, espero que les haya gustado el capítulo de hoy. Y nada más que decir. Los espero mañana con la finalización del capítulo de Jarilo-VI. Así que bueno, suscríbanse al canal, jueguen gameplays, jueguen gameplay secundario también. Síganme en Instagram y en la plataforma morada. Y también en Twitter, obviamente. Un saludo a todos y nos vemos mañana. Así que bueno, un saludo a todos. Y nos vemos a la próxima.